Okay, so here we are in Giddings. And there's Jim putting gas in the plane. It was a fairly smooth little flight. I always expect the smaller planes to get bounced around a little bit more in the turbulence and whatnot. It was a little bumpy in some spots, but he did a good job getting us down without dying, so I'm happy. Walking through the tie-down area, it's parking basically. If you're going to be here for very long, you strap everything down, because these planes fly so low that, or so slow, not low, they're low too, but when a storm comes in, a good high wind will actually pick it up off the ground. A little Cessna. When we were taxiing out, I don't have a clue what the sound quality is going to be like. That plane's kind of noisy inside. We were behind a jet and we had to wait a little while for the jet blast and the turbulence that comes in behind them to dissipate. The wingtips, especially on bigger planes, create what they call wake turbulence, and it's a corkscrew of air coming off the side of the wings. And it'll flip your plane if you're not careful, if you get caught in it. It's kind of like flying through a horizontal tornado, and I'd imagine it sucks. So we try not to do that. But anyway, it's a good flight. Good enough for...
This is a little tricky to get across. I put the right knee down, left leg in the right knee. Exactly what I want.
Can I go ahead and kick this door open, get some airflow? Scratch your connections.
This is Golf and the next one is Bravo.
Gotcha.
That accidentally. I killed the engine accidentally. They're just over here intending to look around and lean in. I hope you did
it. Okay, so here we are back in the car. A little sweaty. A little warmer outside now than it was when I left. Nice little flight. Messed around, coming back, flew over Bastrop a couple of times, circled the lake. And, I think one of the neatest things about that whole experience was that, you guys couldn't hear, probably couldn't hear anything, but in the headsets you could hear, I could hear the radio communications with the tower and control fast things happen. In fact, he missed one call, I believe, from approach control, and I missed every single one of them. I of course I could hear what they were saying. We're chattering back and forth and talking about the lake and boats and flying around, you know, and suddenly he answers a radio call, and it's like, oh, crap. And of course, once he answered it, it was all fine and dandy. I could follow the conversation then, for the most part. No close calls or anything like that. We did have one instance where he spotted another airplane coming towards us that was far enough away that it really wasn't a big deal. It was just kind of a, okay, you know, we gotta pay a little bit more attention now and not run into anybody. But it was a good time, and I think we'll be doing it again sometime. I don't know when, but sometime it'll be happening again. Very, very cozy in that airplane. I don't believe, I'm pretty sure we were physically connected the entire time, but that's okay. Just a good time, and a little bumpy, a little bit of turbulence in some places, but it wasn't really too major. I was a little apprehensive when we took off, but I think that's normal, especially when you realize that you're in a plane that is 5 feet wide and you are 3 feet wide. You know, well, the plane might have been 6 or 7, but it's tiny. And you get off the ground and you realize that you're already breaking the speed limit on the interstate. And I was telling him when we were flying over there that I got a little crazy on the freeway yesterday, and we were going just a little bit faster than I was, you know. He made a comment about we came in when we landed in Giddings, we were going a little faster than he had intended and ended up floating down the runway a bit. And he said that he doesn't usually try to go that fast, but he knows that those of us in our sport bikes are a little bit different. And of course, we landed at the same speed that I tend to cruise up the freeway on. I'll let you guess what that might be, but you know, if you know anything about the plane, it was a Piper Archer 2. I think it's a VA-28-281 or 181. I'm not real sure which. Either way, it's a good time, and thanks, Jim, for taking me along. And yeah, hopefully the video from in-flight comes out. I took a couple of pictures, but the visibility was great. You know, there's not a cloud in the sky, but I really couldn't see that far out. I think we had about 10 or 11 miles before the it got a little hazy, and that seems to be fairly normal. But had a bit of an issue finding the 2 airports. Of course, we got the GPS to figure it out for us, so that was a good thing. Hopefully when I get home, I can figure out where exactly we went. We ended up getting lost for a few minutes trying to find Bastrop, and had no idea where we actually were. Turns out we flew over Smithville, or we came very close to Smithville. But anyway, it's a good time, and yeah, I'll catch you all later.